believe that means we are live now.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Hello, chat. We are live.
Yeah.
We may not feel like it, but we are.
Yep.
Yeah.
Check something real quick.
I'm back in the fucking building.
I'm back in the building again.
Hello, Foxy.
Hello, Foxy. We're back at
Howdy.
your base again.
Yep. Oh,
I have been brought back into this courthouse. There will be murders.
Well, about that. We're doing investigation games. We are not going to be in a courthouse. Well,
Yes.
not yet? I think one of the cases takes place in the courthouse. I don't remember.
Iceberg's pleased.
But yeah.
there we go.
Foxy's sick. I'm
Yeah.
sorry that you're sick. That's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
Just get over it. You'll be fine.
Is
Excuse you?
Let's see.
I have my badge and I'm ready and raring to go.
Oh, I forgot you had a badge for your.
Yep.
I have friends. This is fine.
I exist. Oh, no, I have the wrong one on. Hang on, wait, I forgot.
You do.
Want to join in too? Like, yeah, that's fair. Appreciate you coming out.
Yeah.
Where is it? There it is. A.
Hey.
A. E-I-O-U.
Sometimes Y.
Nice.
A.
E-I-O-U.
And sometimes Y.
A.
Rube Goldberg machine of death. We need to move.
Alright, welcome, chat. We are doing Ace Attorney Investigations today. I finally got the game, and we're going to be playing through it every Sunday. So, yeah, look forward to that. Now, this has both the first and the second game, which, if I remember correctly, the second game wasn't really available to us in the US. I might be wrong about that, I don't remember. I have played the first investigation game, but it was years ago, so this will be partially blind for me as well. But I'm a bit quiet on stream.
Alright.
Was that Edgeworth's fuck ass hairdo?
Yes, yes it is.
Give me one sec. Okay, audio should be relatively fixed now, hopefully. Yes, this is Ace Attorney Investigations. This is Miles's game.
Yep.
In the investigation games, you take control of Miles Edgeworth. A few other returning characters do appear, such as Gumshoe, of course, because those two are closely linked together. But we will have our own Maya, our own version of her. And
I am prepared to voice her.
Yep. So,
yep.
Here we go.
This'll be good. Now, I did note. Oh, that's probably just for objection stuff. So. All right.
You can do this game. Fair.
Now,
Mhm.
this was originally on the DS, so we are able to like change the soundtrack to be the OG. We can change the art style to be the OG. This is what it looks like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is what it looks like now. I'm gonna keep it to be what it currently is, just because. There is a gallery, but I'm not gonna touch that because there might be spoilery stuff in there.
More than guaranteed there's gotta be spoilers in that.
I mean, considering the fact that whenever I open it for the first time, it said there might be spoilers in there, so... It's like the only two AA games I have not finished. I have played all the others. Fair enough.
Fair.
Fair.
Now, if I sound a little tired or down, I apologize. That's because I am. I woke up this morning at 2 p.m. and my phone was dead. And I went to get breakfast. I got cereal and milk. The milk was spoiled.
Oh,
Brother.
So, the only thing I have eaten is a Nutri-Grain bar and a chocolate core shake. I finished having a burger and fries maybe an hour ago. So I've had food since, but I still have like a small headache. My stomach's kind of meh. And I feel tired. So if I'm low energy, that is why. I've had a day so far.
That is fair.
This morning, 2
Yeah.
p.m. Yes. That is when my morning started.
No. Let him speak. He's right.
It sucks.
He's right. He should say it.
It sucks, but that's just how it is.
Considering when I went to bed, I have no place to say anything.
You went to bed at like what, 5 a.m.?
Try 11.
Jesus,
I
Hikari.
set my alarm for 7.
Hikari.
Oh, well, we'll sleep.
Yeah.
This is what I was hoping to wake up. I woke up a lot earlier
Where's
than
the
I
5
usually
a.m.?
do. I woke up a lot later than I usually do. I'm a little upset.
Yeah, the joke of, I went to bed early. I go to bed as early as 6 a.m.
College. Anyway.
Eh,
I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping
that's
to
just
wake
my
up.
sleep schedule.
I was hoping to wake up earlier so that way I could actually like do stuff and actually work more on Legends ZA and do, get the next rank up ready, but no. No. It didn't happen that way, so I'm hoping tomorrow I can. But ad break's about to start anyway, so I'm just gonna sit here for a bit while that plays.
Actually, just ended.
No, it has a minute and a half before it starts.
Oh, wait, it just ended for me. Alright.
No, it says ad break ends in.
Oh,
Ad break ends in a
ends.
minute.
Okay, so it's currently started. Okay.
Yes, go for a bit.
Jeez, brain. Oh, whatever. I need to continue DLC. I have to do a lot of things. Same. I am streaming the DLC, so that's what I'm working on now. And of course, there's other things like for the stream and outside of stream stuff that I want to do. I just haven't. I thought about asking to do something good though. I got a revamped overlay and added some new stuff to it. I need to look into getting an overlay. That's one of the things I want to do. I need to talk with you about that.
Yeah.
I want to talk to Evie later too, and see if she can make me a couple avatars, and if I can use one of the avatars she made for streams.
Fair.
She made it for the Deltarune project, but or at least she made the original.
I remember that.
Yeah, I am slowly working on it.
Editing's a bit.
Like, I think I've at least gotten to Shams completed. No, well, editing for Sham's complete. Like, all the text and dialogue and stuff, like, actually aligning together.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten up to there. I've recorded up to the Great Board, where you get the name for the group.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't fully finished all that.
Okay.
So down to help with that stuff if you want, by the way. Yeah, I need to get with you at some point, you know, whenever I can remember and think of it, so we can arrange that. Anyways, ads over, so we're gonna get started here. Title section. So yeah, we got the first game and we got the second, Prosecutor's Gambit.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna start with the first game, of course. Turnabout Visitor.
Ooh.
Everything old is new for playing the game with HD chibi characters. March 14th, 1:16 a.m. There is auto text, by the way. To make sure the defendant is found guilty, what other choice do I have? That's the job of a prosecutor, after all. Steel Samurai? Maybe true, but why? Why go this far?
These
Sorry,
two.
maybe I wasn't clear enough, but a guilty verdict is all that matters to me. No matter what the cost. I'm a prodigy among prosecutors. Always have been, always will be. March 14th, 2:05 a.m. Prosecutors Building, 12th floor hallway. Oh, cool. Okay, so yeah. So there is an autoplay function for text. I'm not going to turn it on right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a history. That's good. Cool. Hard to believe that I've been away from my office for a whole month. I hope Detective Gumshoe has been keeping an eye on my office and keeping it clean. The door is unlocked. Detective Gumshoe? What's the smell? Very familiar. Blood? My internet is being
It might
nice.
be.
I hope it's me. Things are fine on my end. Is the stream fine on your guys' end?
Stream is fine on my end.
Oh, Foxy, this is gonna sound stupid. You just go into stream settings and change the quality to anything other than what it is currently. I don't know, might help. It's dumb. Which is dumb. Streaming services are also kind of wild.
Yep.
I'm gonna move my character out of the way of the text. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. What the? What's the meaning of this?
Dead man.
Breeze. Identify yourself. Shut up. You got some nerve committing murder in the prosecutor's office. Is that a threat? Let me make one thing very clear. What? No one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one. My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor in my local district. Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad, I would be thrusted into a multitude of cases, and some very frantic and busy days. Room 1202.
Oh, interesting. The bullet didn't go through the wall.
Nope. I finished photographying the vacant body, sir. Very well. Please continue your investigation. Yes, sir. Ah! Mr. Edgeworth, sir, are you okay, sir? Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene. When I heard that a murder had taken place in your office, I ran up here straight away. This is Dick Gumshoe. He's a detective with the local precincts, and the one they assigned to handle this murder case for the time being. Looking a little pale, sir. Are you hurt? No, I'm perfectly fine. However... what they did to your office? It's totally trashed. I'll say, probably sullied my floor with dirt rather well. Who gets away with trucking mud into my office? Well, you're getting really burned up over this whole thing. This crime was committed in my office, so it is my responsibility to solve it. Oh, just like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, time to do some investigating. Agreed. Our first course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads. We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we are to find the truth. So I'll keep any leads or information we find etched into the forefront of my mind. Speaking of things that piqued my curiosity, why of all places did the murder occur in my office? Crime scene, my office. Is it really coincidence that the murder took place in my office? The nagging feeling that this is something important to keep in mind. I did that myself, sir. I mean, you can't really say it's just a coincidence, can you? No, not really. Especially because of this. Key to your office? For security reasons, this office's door has a lock built into it. What do you mean, sir? If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you. Logic? Gumshoe doesn't know what logic is, that's fair.
Yep.
By finding the connection between two pieces of information, and connecting them, new information is born. That is the end result of using logic. How do you use it? First, I'll recall the information we've gathered with
my
Q.
god, Gumshoe.
Poor Gumshoe.
Oh my god.
Then I can
Drag this man.
T. To use Q, recall the facts. For security reasons, all prosecutors' doors are outfitted with locks, which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here. Ergo, it's possible to dismiss the location of this crime as mere coincidence. That's exactly what I was thinking, sir. There must be a reason why someone infiltrated my room. What was the killer after? How's this man employed again? Cup ramen.
Union.
Yep.
We're on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth. That's some beautiful logic, sir. Yes, well, when you follow leads to their conclusion, only the truth remains. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, it may stray far from the truth as well. But if you think carefully before piecing leads together, the logic should flow. Let's get started with our investigation, shall we? Yes, sir! Begin investigation. High Prosecutor's Offices, room 1202. The basis of any good investigation is to examine everything, sir. I know that. When I want to examine something, I simply use space when I'm next to it. Oh, if you ever feel lost and want to talk, just use T, okay? I'll give you great, precise advice as an ace investigator, sir. Happens to try later if I have free time, I suppose.
Hang on, are they on the 12th floor?
I think so.
Jeez.
So, Ace Attorney Investigations takes place not in the usual Ace Attorney fashion. We can actually walk around from place to place.
Yup.
It's really nice to actually like get a better visual of each location like this. If we press E, we can see evidence, profiles. Proof of my profession, however, I prefer to keep it in my pocket, unlike Phoenix, who displays it proudly.
Mm-hmm.
The victim in this case, why was he killed in my office? Dick Gumshoe, age 32, homicide detective at the local precinct, in charge of the initial investigation. So yeah,
I do like the way that they have this.
It's very nice, having it in like a little journal or a book.
The layout is nicer.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Q is our logic. Puzzle pieces, as you saw earlier.
Okay.
T, let's talk to Gumshoe. You called, sir? He's basically currently our Maya system. If we need to, you know, find any information, know where to go next, we ask our buddy here.
Yep. Temporarily.
Temporarily. This is just the tutorial, after all.
Yep.
There was something else. Oh, yes. This game has two modes, autoplay and, story mode. Autoplay, I believe, is just the text currently. Story mode basically plays the game for you. So if you're, like, stuck or lost or something, or if you're just wanting to get, like, a clip of something, or if you're just really bad at the game and you want the whole thing to do the whole thing, you can activate that. I will be doing my best to not activate that because I think it's more fun actually trying to figure it out.
Yep. There will be something else later that will come into play, if I remember correctly.
I'm sure there's other mechanics later, yeah. Let's see.
We've already seen a hint for it.
Yeah. And I don't have this game in the full screen, so I'm looking like in the background on Steam of the characters of investigations right now. And I already see like 2 or 3 characters that we already know about.
Yeah.
One of them actually kind of surprises me. I didn't know that one was in the game, but I guess we'll find out later. Oh wait, is that? Oh, I found a 4th one.
Out of curiosity, who... Actually, hang on. I could probably just... It's on Steam, right?
Yeah. We have the same library, so...
Yep, that's why I was,
What have we here? Could this perhaps be the murder weapon? If so, it would mean that the killer made their escape after disposing of their gun here. I think I've seen one of these before. Care to enlighten me as to where? Oh, I know. That was issued the exact same model, I think. Detective. I don't really like guns all that much. I mean, they're really dangerous. Well, I think about it. You do see this model around the precinct a lot, sir. I don't use mine much, except in emergencies, so that's why I didn't recognize it. So it's the same type of revolver as the ones used by this precinct's detectives.
Mother. What time was this murder taking place?
Midnight-ish?
Whenever... Effectively, whenever he got back to... Whenever he
I would
got
assume 10
back to
o'clock
his
at night,
office.
because that's the only way that would make sense that... Okay.
Either 10 or midnight. I think it was closer to midnight. I actually don't remember.
So... that has a rounded grip. Okay. Okay, cool. So that is the Marshall variant of the Colt Official Police Revolver. Produced from 1907 to 1969, there were about 1 million of them made. Double action 6-round cylinder revolver. Just gonna say it's the short barrel, which is 4 inch in length. how do I say this? It's chambered in 32 caliber.
Okay.
Wait, no, hold on. Double check. Ah, sorry, 38 special. 10 o'clock at night makes sense because God would have heard that.
Yep.
I'm on this again. I'm back in the fucking building.
They're also on the 12th floor.
This is also a
Given
prosecutor's
that's
office, so
this is the prosecutor's office, so it's gonna be
the one person who probably would have heard this is
soundproof.
like the janitor or
Yeah.
anyone who's staying overnight
Being
for a
it's-
case.
Yeah.
That's still grabbing you by your fucking tie. That's still people.
Yes. But I'm just saying.
Actually, even if the other thing is I don't know about janitorial staff in Japan, because yeah, no, they do things differently there.
They do.
They do a lot of cleaning themselves.
Keeping in mind, this is me being like, this is based in America. We're gonna say Japanifornia.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
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 It's Calipan.
Calipan, that's the one.
Whichever one it is. I don't
Understand.
really know or care. It's based on both.
Been a
Yep.
minute.
Yep.
Give it in the report. Sir, yes, sir. Nothing out of the ordinary right now, sir. And yet, there's something out of the ordinary right in front of my eyes. Talk about a contradiction. Something out of the ordinary, huh? I should look around a bit more. God, yeah. Oh, so you even knocked over your chess set. I had it all set up, ready for when you got back. Figured we could play a few games. I knew you were interested in chess. I'm actually pretty good at checkers, so I thought I'd give chess a try. In that case, I suppose I can set some time aside after we solve this case. Though I don't expect the games to tax my mental acuity much.
I feel like, depending on how that goes, I don't know. Edgeworth could end up making Gumshoe like a semi-decent chess player.
Yeah. It's also Gumshoe, though.
Yep.
We can solve this case quickly. I'll take a return to relaxing on this sofa. I think it was like a billion times softer than my mattress at home. Can I sit on it too? Just for a little while, sir. Gumshoe. No, I can't allow that. Until this case is solved, neither of us has time to spare, let alone rest. You're right, sir. I'm gonna work hard and be a real trooper to the end. Once this case is over, I don't think we can afford to take any time off. How's it coming along? Please, I need absolute silence. Fingerprint lifting is a delicate art. Well, I never. Is this yet another?
Is he trying to leave fingerprints from somewhere that wasn't?
Ones that come with a card attached every month like clockwork for you. Yep. Speaking of that, let's see what's on the card this month, sir. All will be resolved. Wendy. Oh, Miss Irony. How painful are thy thorns. Wendy. Isn't that the name of that old lady with the whiny voice that stalked? That's enough, detective. You don't remind me of her. Ugh.
Wendy old bag.
Yep. Well, it's a good thing my Steel Samurai doll was spared any harm. Speaking of which, I still haven't actually sat down and watched any of that show. What's that about again? Well, I don't know much about it myself, but... The hero of the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Tokyo, is the Steel Samurai. His goal is to defeat the evil magistrate. Show geared towards kids. But high production values and riveting plot draws in a number of adults as well. Spin-offs like the Pink Princess, Warrior of Little Old Tokyo, and the Nickel Samurai, along with a deluge of merchandise and even a new stage show gives it presence. You sure know a lot. Are you sure you're not some sort of rabid fanboy? Of course not! Anyone that keeps up with society knows at least this much. That conversation lasted longer than expected. Let's return to the investigation. been a while since I've sat at this desk. Oh, how I've missed you. So tell you, it looks newer than when I first bought it. Oh yeah, the thing's so polished that it makes mirrors jealous. Don't tell me you had no other work the entire time I was away, Detective. My job is to protect your office, sir. And you did such a good job protecting it that a murder occurred in it. That's harsh, sir. I admit, the desk is never looked better, so I guess I can't dock his pay. Edgeworth, come on, man!
Jeez.
Oh, it's a trophy. The, Knight of Prosecutors, right? King of Prosecutors. It's not a trophy, it's a shield. You also this is the winning prosecutor, right? Yes, but I have no real interest in the perceived worth of other people. As for my own worth, that is something only I can determine for myself. That's so slick, sir! I'm gonna have to try saying that sometime. Fortunately for him, his monetary worth is tied directly to his worth to me. That's harsh.
Oof.
I thought this game gives you more of an idea what Edgeworth is actually like. Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's the desk again.
Grab the teacup fragments there, sir. That killer's gonna pay. This tea sets. I'm really mad over this. This tea set is very dear to my heart. It can only be bought in England. It costs more than your whole month's paycheck. What? Now I feel like the killer's wasted one of my monthly paychecks. The files are all over the floor, sir. Probably fell during the struggle between the victim and his killer. I tried so hard to keep this place spotless while you were away. I mean, this just rendered all the time and effort I put in pointless. I'm not ever asking you to clean my room. Well, I watered the flowers every day, just like you requested, sir. I just added cleaning to the list as a weekend special. For about half a day every Saturday, I'd come in and clean this place until it sparkled. Does he have a life? Finished photographing the body, so it should be alright to examine this area. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Alright. We already saw that.
Did he?
Come on, I don't... It won't go any faster. Okay. What do we have here? Yeah, I think you've seen one of these before. Police patch detective. Oh hey, I have the exact same thing actually. Quick winkadink. Let's take a look inside. Mr. Buddy Faith. It would appear that our victim was a detective, just like you. Now I've gathered a few pieces of pertinent information. How to calmly use and watch them and figure out if any of them are connected to each other. Later. Let's see here. There's blood all over his lower abdominal area. I think the bullet passed clean through his stomach area, sir. In other words, he was shot. Yep, and until the autopsy's done, I don't think we'll know much more than that. Excuse me, please let the body sit to the morgue once they're done processing the crime scene. Body was found around 2:05 a.m.
Oh, 2 a.m. Oh.
It was found at 2 a.m. That's roughly when Edgeworth came by.
Yeah.
And it went clean through the body, so it should be in one of the books.
Should be.
Or the wall.
Or the wall.
Are we okay keeping track of the evidence we find, sir? Of course. This is the safest way I know to keep track of it all. Alright, if you say so. All the evidence I find either in or with my organizer. When I want to re-examine a piece, I have but to press E to open my organizer. The organizer isn't only for evidence. Keep people's profiles on hand in it too. It's probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the facts often. Yeah, I mean, we probably have Buddy's name now too. Yeah, 29.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to see if there was anything else. I don't believe it. I packed all those files on the shelf so tight. And even an earthquake can make them fall off. Just look at them. Just read the rest of the files won't be able to withstand an earthquake at all. It's a problem to be sure. Once the investigation is over, we'll put them back up on the shelf. You're not gonna...
Hmm. No, because
I'm gonna question the writing.
it's probably they're thinking it's frickin' blood splatter. So I think we're gonna have to use logic to be able to get to that.
Probably. Let's see. Revolver, the standard model used by detectives. It had belonged to our recently departed. Detective Gumshoe, could you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time? Yes, sir. On it now, sir. Excuse me, pal. He finally said the line! He said pal!
Yup.
Excuse me, pal.
Go to bed.
Let's see. What do we got here? General, sir, this guy's wearing a gun holster. It appears that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him. It was issued to the victim. Let's see what else we can find out about this revolver. What do I say? You've got to look really carefully at each piece of evidence. You can use the arrow keys to rotate an object. There's no such thing as a bad angle. Use Q and E to zoom in and out to get at the nitty gritty. Yes,
Motherfucker,
now...
that is a cult police style.
Yep, we
Yep.
can also now investigate more thoroughly. Just like we would have been able to in the special case in the first game of Ace Attorney.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's so easy to take a life with just the pull of a trigger. You know, I can never see myself really liking guns. No, but I love the ones that use a track and field means to sort raises. Take off before it's fired. Everybody always ends up following your lead. Chase you down for a full start, detective. Now I should mention it, even when I finish first, I always wind up in last place. Looks like only one round was fired from this. Oh, so the killer killed the victim with just one shot after wresting the gun from him? Well, the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? There's no proof for now, but that is a distinct possibility.
Nope.
Guess this is all about what we're gonna find out. We should send the body to Jim! Hey, you look familiar. Why, oh why? How could this have happened to a guy like you? Are you alright? Don't touch me! Leave me alone! Just let me be! Sorry, but I can't do that. The investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body. The body? The body? Don't talk about him like he's just some lump of flesh. Look at him.
I mean, he is right now.
Jim looks like he's just turned in for the night. Sure. Just in a bloodstained suit, pal. Where are my manners? Aren't you the prosecutor? Why, yes, I am. I'm Jacques Sportsman, prosecutor. Jim here was my partner in crime busting. I'm Miles Edgeworth. Like you, I'm also a prosecutor. Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. So you are Miles Edgeworth. I guess this is your office. Yes, that is correct. Then it was you! You're the one who killed Jim! Hey, don't go around jumping to conclusions, pal. Just calm down, okay? I will not. I know how things work around here. High prosecutor's office doors all have locks built into them. And only the owner of the office has a key to his or her own office door. That is correct. However, I was not the one who killed your partner. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth has been overseas on a business trip this whole time, pal. Key to the door was with me the entire time, okay? The only one who couldn't get in here was me. Wait, that means... I'm not sure what that means.
You idiot.
I love the puns and the names
Yup.
again.
Yup.
It was you then! You're Jim's killer! No way, pal! You've got it all wrong! Everyone calm down. Supportsman, correct? If you're a real prosecutor, you should know to stay collected. The investigation has only just begun. Isn't it too early to be drawing conclusions?
This has yet to stop you ever, Edgeworth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I get the point. You're right, my mistake. I tend to get a little too hot-headed sometimes. Sure, one cool customer though, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard all the rumors about you. You're a great genius prosecutor. You're something of a legend, you know? Anyway, let's go on truce and work together, okay? Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal? A pleasure to work with you. Because we're conducting your investigation, right? Sorry for barging in like that. Carry on then. It's your room after all. Thank you, I intend to. Just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. You there! Sir! And no, I don't. I want you to capture the scene on film for me. My final farewell to my partner, Jim. I should probably get them some space. Hey, buddy, wrap it up. Sportsman, a word if I may. Jim, I swear I'll find your killer and bring him to justice. You wait and see. It'll be for the both of us. Now then, you wanted to talk to me about something? No, it's alright. Like I'm interrupting their conversation.
Well, I have access to the,
Yep.
the photo.
Jacket, sir! What's it doing on the floor? It must have fallen off the wall when the killer tried to threaten me by firing a round. You not only shot the victim, but they shot your jacket as well? They dared to shoot the OSHA special jacket that you made your prosecutorial debut in? If they had shot through it, it would have been a disaster! It's not worth getting worked up over, detective. I wonder there's something more here. Huh? Like what? I think you haven't noticed it yet, detective. There's a giant contradiction right here in front of us. Really?
Mm-hmm.
As a contradiction, he must be rubbing off on me. I'm starting to sound like him. You try to look at it before saying what it is. My prosecutor with this prosecutor's office is Michael, I'm speaking with him, age 29. Jacques Sportsman. Yeah, I don't get it. My own methods and I'll conduct his investigation my way. When the scene before me contradicts a piece of evidence or seems off, that's when my detective skills come into play. First, I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction. This is it. This bullet hole is where the contradiction lies. When I spot something that's off, I should put my cursor at it and press T with conviction. When I have found sufficient proof to prove the contradiction, I present it. This is how I do things. Nope. Back. Nope. T. Eureka!
Hmm.
Jock Sportsman? Jock Sportsman.
Sportsman.
Yeah, Jock Sportsman.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
fair enough. This bullet holds a contradiction. What do you mean, sir? It's elementary. 2 shots were fired in this room. The first felled the victim. And the second felled this frame. Yeah, that's right! However, this gun was only fired once. Yeah, that's sure too. Which means that one of these 2 bullets was fired from a different gun. Do I have another gun prepared for tonight? By the way, I noticed something, sir. Yes? There's that thing sticking up from behind the frame. Oh, that. It's a secret safe. Secret safe? Oh, I smell money! I'll spare us the trouble of just saying. Nothing like what you're imagining is inside. If you can move this frame out of the way. Roger that! Talk about dusty. This is what happens when I'm not here to dust it once in a while. I had no idea what to say if you're right. I've kept it clean for you, sir. Where'd you put this thing in? It was something I had installed personally. Every prosecutor's office has one. I actually got mad at myself when I finally noticed. Fair enough. Really? I had no idea. Well, only prosecutors are supposed to have knowledge of their existence. What's inside, Mr. Edgeworth? Right now, nothing. We only use them to store especially important evidence when a trial's in session. That's it? I'm not squashing my hopes and dreams. Only they know of them. There was no yeah. However, this is odd. Found something, sir. This keypad. Don't you find it to be a bit too clean? Yeah, there's a thick layer of dust all around it, but not on the keypad itself. You there, the forensic scientist. Yes, sir. Could you please dust this area for fingerprints? You got it, sir. Couldn't find, let alone lift, single print. Looks like it was wiped down well. As I thought. Here's that logic is the only way around the setback. Time to rationally and calmly play connected dots with the information we have. Let's see. So, fingerprints were wiped clean. What they were after is probably what I'm looking at here.
Yeah, probably the goal.
I believe I figured out what the murderer was after. Well, what is it, sir? The fact that the safe was wiped clean of fingerprints suggests that the criminal had at least attempted to open my safe. Taking the culprit's motive for breaking and entering. Theft, I believe.
Seems to be how that works, yeah.
Fear of knowing that the motive behind this break-in was theft changes what the other piece of information can tell me about this crime. Well... probably the struggle, because I did notice that is not enough for a struggle. It looks like they were pulled off. There's a possibility that the files split on the floor are not the result of a struggle between the victim and his killer. You mean like it could be from when the killer tried to find something, sir? Precisely. We need to figure out if any of the files have been stolen. Yes, sir. I'm gonna show files you've never seen before, even at a library. Sure. Let's give that a try. Why do all the good ones always die young? Surely you must ponder that every once in a while, Mr. Edgeworth. No matter how much we lament, the dead will not come back to life. All we can do is search for the truth. And? So what are we supposed to do? How do we go about finding the truth? First, we calmly restore the files to their rightful place. You got it! Here, let me help! This file goes here, that book goes there. Should know a lot about where things go despite it being Mr. Edgeworth's office. Someone who keeps it tidy, pal. Okay? Done! The murder was definitely committed here. Ugh, blood's in the bookshelf are still fresh. If the victim was killed in the standing position, it's the prints on the shelf. The guy fell onto the floor, right? Blood on the floor is kind of grossing me out. Detective, I don't have the time to deal with your weak stomach right now. You are no good with blood, sir. So I'm just keep going with this picture. Yeah, it looks like he sat down.
No.
It was moved.
Yeah.
Oh. Hello. This is where the bullet lodged itself after it went through the victim. The bullet can lodge so squarely in a file's spine indicates that the files were ransacked after the shooting had occurred. Yeah. I guess the victim was moved because he was in the killer's way. No, this is in the wrong spot.
Eureka!
There's a contradiction here with this bullet hole. What do you mean, sir? You don't see? Quite simply, the bullet hole itself is too low. If the victim was shot in the stomach, the hole should be much higher up. But what if the guy was shot while he was sitting or lying down, sir? That would be illogical. The victim leaned against this shelf here after being shot, which suggests that he was standing when he was shot. That means...
Ah,
Yeah, what does that mean, sir? It means you need to use your brain
It's
once
also
in a
the
while
number.
instead of mine, detective. It means somebody made a faulty assumption, and it was from this mistake that our current contradiction was born. What is the faulty assumption that caused this problem with the bullet hole's position? Order of the files.
yeah, because it's 0 instead of 3.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the order of the files is a bit off. I put them back in the wrong order. Maybe I put them back in the wrong order just now? Hey, actually, I think the labels on the files are wrong, sir. No. Yeah, you see here how the files that were shot begin with the number 0? What are those doing all the way down there after 1, 2, and 3? That's really weird. Actually, the way they were organized now is the correct order. They are exactly as they seem in my mind's eye. Numbers are all out of order. Those white binders are special, so they are arranged a little differently. But from this, we know that the files were not in this order when the crime occurred. So that's it. I believe the killer made the same incorrect assumption as you just did, Detective. Let's rearrange the files in numerical order and see what we find out. You okay to prop the body back up just before how it was before it moved? I'm just processing the crime scene, so I don't see why it wouldn't be. Can you please, Detective Gumshoe? As I suspected, the bullet hole is now where it should logically be. The killer went through my files first before shooting Mr. Faith. Then put the files back in numerical order, I guess. Exactly. And proceeded to shoot the victim. Someone kill a man and then look through your files one more time. Puzzling indeed. The files were thrown into disarray twice, once before and once after. But why? Well, the crime scene is as it was at the time of the murder. Time to give it another look. This. What is that? What does it say Gumshoe on there in blood? This is some incredibly incriminating evidence. Yes, indicative of criminal activity indeed. Oh, wait, there's gotta be some mistake! Edgeworth, sir, help me! Say something, sir! I hear that one of my files was stolen. Is that all, sir? Roll me in my situation. The killer was really after?
You're missing a file.
Yep, that's what he said. It's like Jim was able to leave us the name of his killer in the end. This most important message managed to reach us. It wasn't me! Can't be terribly pleased to hear that your beloved partner is the guilty party. You are going to accuse Detective Gumshoe of being the culprits. I sincerely hope you have some proof to back it up. Jim's words. They're more than enough, wouldn't you say? That's how you want to play it? And at least allow me to understand your reasoning. You got it! I don't like this one bit. There's something strange about this man's attitude. There must be some sort of flaw to his logic waiting for me to dig out. Edgeworth, what are you gonna do? What I always do in court. I'm going to cross-examine him. One way or another, I'll expose the flaw in his logic with this technique. How do you do that? Can you explain to me, sir? Might as well. First, I listen to the witness's testimony. If I find a flaw in the testimony that contradicts the evidence, I have my organizer with me and present a piece of contradictory evidence. Present something I simply use T. That's old news. There's going to be a flaw in their testimony every time, right? Correct. And at those times, I need to press the witness with Q. Sometimes by pressing, I can draw out new information in new or modified testimony. Again, sir, I'll be sure to try this technique out during investigations too. Very well. Now let me show you how it's done. Now watch carefully. argument. Mr. Portsman's logic. Hey, Akari, this might look familiar. That's a Gumshoe. You stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead. Furthermore, you messed up the files to make it look like you committed theft instead. That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf. Thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters that his body was hiding. It'll be by his final words that you'll be brought to justice. I tend to argue that the victim's dying message points to his killer. Near Jim's voice, he is calling for his killer's arrest. Are you sure you're not mishearing his words, Mr. Portsman? No way Gumshoe is the culprit here. I will find a flaw in this man's logic. And expose it with credible evidence.
Hold it!
Something I've been meaning to ask. What is it? Why do you call the victim Jim? When clearly his name is Buddy Faith. Isn't it obvious? Jim is a perfect name for my companion. Jacques and Jim. Don't those two names go together like peanut butter and jelly? Jim is even close to the guy's real name. Well, Jacques and Buddy just sounds off somehow. Besides, he was the third of a bunch of guys who decided to nickname Jim. Let the victim like he was his pet.
Hold it!
You really think it was necessary to dishevel my shelves twice to do that? That's true. Okay, then maybe his real intent was theft. Accusing me of stealing something from Mr. Edgeworth. It's a possibility. Maybe your salary's been cut
Yes.
so much that life is getting a little too rough to handle. You know that you eat 3 square meals every day, pal. Okay, so all 3 of them happen to be instant noodles, but... Poor thing. Not even prosecutor you were paired up with. What a motive, no?
Hold it!
Why would Detective Gumshoe do such a thing? Because the body was getting in his way. He had to mess up your bookshelf somehow, right? Anyway.
Hold it!
Why do you think that the killer didn't notice the bloody letters? Well, he was covering it quite well, wouldn't you say? That's how he missed it. But judging by what I've seen, it doesn't take much for you detectives to miss something. Who do you think you are? You know nothing about me, pal. There's a lot a person can understand about another from first impressions alone. I'd say I disagree with him on that point. Why don't you say something, sir? Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Such detail, I don't believe the detective to be the culprits. Nobody could have overlooked the bloody letters, and I can prove it with evidence. Couldn't ask for a better setup. For the game finishing Spike.
Hold it!
Those letters were intended for you. Yep, Jim was an outstanding detective. I would expect no less from my former partner. Looks like Mr. Portsman still doesn't understand. He has yet to figure out the true meaning behind the bloody letters. What are you sputtering over there? Can you just admit my logic is perfectly sound? I can't take a flaw in his logic. Gap so wide that even the good detective can spot it. Now that he Mr. Portsman in by presenting him with some evidence. Well, first and foremost, he doesn't need to steal the gun.
The gun.
Yeah.
Why would he steal the gun?
Let's object to your line of logic. Which part do you have an objection to? It's... yes, well... Stay cool, Mr. Edgeworth. You're no good when you're all flustered. I think it's right, for a change. Okay, well...
I think it wants you to go for the bookshelf.
It does.
The missing, yeah.
Okay, so
I think it's the other one.
what do I have? We're trying to get this, right?
Yeah, I think it's the 4th statement in that one. I think.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't
'cause-
notice the bloody letters.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Furthermore, you messed up the files to make it look like you actually did that instead. Remove the body that was sitting from the bookshelf. You didn't notice the bloody letters. Hold on. Move the body that was sitting.
Hmm.
His body was
Didn't notice the
hiding,
bloody
yeah.
letters, yet they're. Yep.
Objection!
Mhm.
During a rebuttal. So, okay, this is called a rebuttal. Perhaps you're not aware of it, sportsman, but there's a serious flaw in your logic. Bringing a bit of the courtroom into this, I see. No problem, I'm game. Can't help but find it odd. Excuse me? All that a fellow prosecutor would be brought down by the power of his own office. What are you talking about? No, you're joking. I get it. If you have the time to laugh, and you have the time to take another closer look at this. Do you still not see? If not, may I direct your attention to the missing file? What? That's impossible! What's impossible, Mr. Sportsman? That's it. Nothing? On the shelf are all about a certain case. They were able to take the file after murdering your partner. I highly doubt they could have missed the bloody letters written on the spines.
Objection!
Possibly could have taken the file before committing the murder. I think it's pretty obvious the file was stolen after it was written on. Missing letters in the detective's name, whether the file should be as proof. When the S is gone, there's only half an H. Gumshoe really was the culprit of this case. I only doubt that even he could overlook his own name written in blood in the files. Especially a detective who can't stand the sight of blood. That makes a dying message. I see the work of a criminal intent on tampering with the crime scene. That's so low. Can't believe the criminal tried to pin this whole thing on me, sir. I'm gonna get him, sir. You'll see. I'm gonna have them under arrest in no time. Well, I'm a sportsman. Brilliant. Absolutely splendid. Logic deserving of Olympic gold. I appreciate the praise, but it doesn't change the fact that your reasoning is flawed. Meh, you win some, you lose some. That's how life goes. It wasn't so cheery, though I feel more dead than alive. Ah, but you know, it really is a shame. I really didn't want to have to bring this up. However... Still after me, pal. Humor me for a second. Who has the keys to this office? That'll be me. Mr. Edgeworth just proves that I'm innocent, pal.
Uh-oh.
That's absolutely right. And I acknowledge your innocence. Why do I still have something to say? Are you good? Stop flapping your coat. Well, I was thinking. Did you know there was one other person with a key to this office? Another person? Hey, you there. Yes, sir. What is it, sir? Could you kindly fetch and escort that lovely young lady here for me? Lady? The girl is a member of this building's security. Think of her as a material witness. Security? You said security? No, stop, pal! Don't! Oh, no.
No.
No!
Well,
You're joking!
I guess I'm.
This guy is so obnoxious.
He's back.
Oh!
I know.
That's...
Okay. That's
no
not who I
introduction.
thought that was, so,
I've called upon Miss Maggie Bird, a member of security.
Oh!
Hi, Maggie.
Detective Gumshoe, sir.
It's been a while. I like the jacket. I'm not gonna lie.
The jacket is not. Yeah.
The jacket is
Oh.
neat.
The jacket and the feathers.
Yeah.
Oh, Maggie Bird.
Yeah. She
Yep.
was the tutorial case for the second game, and came back as one of the defendants in the third game. No.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. She was oh god, yeah, no, she was a
She was a police officer for the tutorial case, and then
police officer,
a waitress in the third.
waitress in the third, yeah.
And now she's security for this
And
building.
yeah, she's cutie. She is all over the place.
Hmm. And once again, her look
Ununderstandable.
follows.
Yep.
Maggie!
Oh boy.
Miss Bird is security guard on watch tonight. I see. Your point is? My point is that she could very well have used it. And by it, I mean the master key, which can open all the office doors in this building. What? If you are not the guilty party, Detective Gumshoe, then the only other person with access to this room is Miss Bird.
How dare you? I would never sneak into someone's room.
That's right, I refuse to believe that Maggie's the culprit, pal. Oh, it was me! That's right, I did it! Let me take that as a confession, Detective. Well, it wasn't really me, but it definitely wasn't Maggie, pal. But yeah, it was me. If it was, you'd have no problems with that, right? Please refrain from flying off the handle, Detective. There's no need for just theatrics. Listen to your boss, Detective. He understands what I'm saying here. That girl's the only one who could have committed the crime, and for one simple reason.
No. Because anyone could have gotten their hand on it.
It's pretty obvious that Miss Bird snuck into your room using the master key. I mean, if Detective Gumshoe isn't the one who opened the door. And that leaves only Miss Bird as our prime suspect. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Making it all the more probable that she was the one who faked a dying message. Saying she used the master key. Incredibly incriminating evidence, wouldn't you say? That's what you claimed about the evidence earlier as well. That was then, this is now. Flow of a good match always changes during a rally. It's all about your reflexes and reaction time, especially for an athlete like me. If there was anyone else other than Miss Bird who could have used the master key. Seems like the only way to get Mr. Portsman to give me more details is suppress him.
Hold it!
Are you sure Miss Bird is the only member of security who could use the master key? Only one person on staff at this time of night, and tonight, she's it. Isn't that right, Miss Bird?
That's, true, but I wasn't able to use the master key at the time of the crime, sir.
Wasn't able to? What's that supposed to mean? Yes, moving on. I did get sidetracked by something unrelated. What do you mean unrelated? I want to hear what she has to say, pal. You can't really trust her not to tell lies. Plus, I hate wasting time. I hear Miss Bird out. But yes. Not so fast. I too am interested in hearing what Miss Bird has to say. Didn't I just say it'd be a waste of time? We don't need to hear her lies. I'll be the judge of that. Miss Bird, if you please.
I discovered that the master key was missing at around 1 a.m., sir.
What do you mean by missing?
As in, it wasn't anywhere in the security booth, sir. The killer must have stolen it.
Sportsman, I believe this to be an important piece of testimony, don't you? I can't believe that someone like you would be taken in by such words.
I'm not lying, sir.
Objection!
If that's the case, then I'd like to know why you have the master key now.
I don't quite know. It just reappeared all of a sudden, sir.
Likely story. Where's your proof that the key was stolen to begin with? Well, you just forgot where you put it and then found it again.
I never lose things. I can practically guarantee that. With me, if something disappears, it's usually because someone stole it.
Yeah, pal. Trust me, you don't want to test just how bad her luck is. Unfortunately, I can't deem this piece of testimony as conclusive. Glad you agree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? So I'm gonna establish Maggie's motive for breaking into Mr. Edgeworth's office. Your motive? We already established that it was theft. I mean, the culprit clearly went through the bookshelves and at least tried the safe. The sportsman says detective. I know the fact that all the evidence points towards a motive of theft. I'm done taking blows. So let me counterattack with a few facts of my own.
Hold it!
I concur that the culprit's motive appears to have been thievery. However, down here the great Miles Edgeworth is in agreement with little old me. However, with regard to the investigation of the bookshelves and safe. Hey, good thinking. Ask for my opinion on the matter. Would it be too much for you to allow me to complete a full sentence?
Yes.
Huh. Hey, buddy.
Objection!
You gotta shut up. Do you wish to continue insisting that Miss Bird was set on stealing something? Why not? It's the truth, after all. It was also by your logic that we came to the whole thievery conclusion anyway. That may be, but you must also be aware of the fact that the safe is a secret safe. The existence of which is only privy to prosecutors. Ugh! I find it a little hard to believe that a hidden safe is a part of her cunning plan. But she could have found it by accident while she was turning everything else upside down. I highly doubt that. I'd say the culprit knew exactly what they were looking for. After all, only the bookshelf and the safe were targeted. That's not chocolate, buddy.
No, it's not.
Even I didn't know about the safe.
Wild
pal.
reaction, though.
Yep. That means there's no way Maggie could have known about it either. Are you proposing that the killer is a prosecutor? Interesting conclusion. That's definitely looking more and more probable. You good, buddy? Everything alright?
No.
Why are you looking guilty? Huh? What's wrong, prosecutor? Do you have a different suspect in mind now? Why? What made you... The angry face all of a sudden. It's all my fault. What do you mean? It's Jim. Who knew? Like the assistance of the secret safes. What did you just say? We were partners. Like inseparable conjoined twins. That's why I told him. I filled him in on the secret safes. I hate his hairstyle so much. Fair enough.
It is... Yeah.
Wow. So, number one, hey, Portsman, you're fired.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only reason, like, the two officers and Gumshoe know is because it's related to the case.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I only just told him too. Obviously it was wrong of me to tell him. Still can't quite believe it. The thief who broke into your room was probably Jim. Yeah, was the theft, was the thief. And you were simply trying to stop him, weren't you? Miss Maggie Bird?
Excuse me?
I mean, you are a security guard, right? It's your job. Killing is going a bit too far, even in your risky profession. So would you see Maggie the murderer? Yes and no. I mean, she had stumbled upon Jim, who probably drawn his gun. I get it. It was self-defense, wasn't it?
No! I couldn't. I could never do something like that. Not even as a security guard, sir.
If it was a thief, you would have a key to his office. Plus, he wanted to steal it, wouldn't you say? It was Jim who stole the master key.
Eh,
practically impossible for supposedly stolen key to be here with us unless... Well, unless you retrieved it from Jim after you killed him. Portsman, are you honestly accusing your own partner of being a thief?
Yes.
I will admit it, but it's the only way for everything else to make sense. Does he know honor?
Not
Now
even
then,
a little.
I think we're done here. The investigation waits for no man. Would you people be so kind as to see yourselves out? Can't get us out, it's Mr. Edgeworth's office. But I'm the one who's been assigned to this case.
That's a
You are
lie.
all suspects to varying degrees, therefore ineligible to run the show. Let's bow. How many times do I have to say this? Maggie can't be the culprit. Gumshoe, calm yourself. Sir. No choice but to accommodate his request. For now. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. At least one of you understands. Now then, if you can remove yourselves from my crime scene, I'd be most grateful. My words, Mr. Sportsman, we will meet again. As a formal request from the legendary prosecutor himself, then I suppose so. Now don't disappoint me, you hear?
I have the distinct feeling he's not actually been assigned to anything. He's just being a dick.
Yep.
I can see him pulling strings to make sure he is the one. Hi, basketball.
Yep, 12-4. Jeez.
Yep. What's with that prosecutor? I can't believe how rude he was. It was unbelievable. Please maintain your professionalism, detective. I'm gonna find some real solid evidence proving Maggie's innocence. You'll see, sir.
But we've been kicked out of the crime scene, sir.
True. So then what now?
Looks like my life has fallen into yet another gigantic ditch.
Don't despair, Miss Bird. We can overcome this as well. There are many other places and things we should be looking into anyway. Really, sir? For example, this hallway. The linchpin of his argument against Miss Bird is related to the Master Key. In that case, this hallway is the perfect place to look for more information regarding the mystery surrounding my door.
Okay, and hear me out here. I might just be a little
Oh.
I might just be a little wonky, but hear me out.
Mhm.
Excuse me. This is a prosecutor's office. Do the hallways not have cameras?
Good question.
Good question.
Hey, who
Also, I
walked
see
in?
something. I see something funny.
I also see something
Yeah, I
funny.
think I'm seeing something. Is it me? It's me.
No. You're not funny.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm funny looking.
Yeah. But no, I see something funny too. Why is... The basketball I can kind of understand.
The hoop.
The hoop, on the other hand... Wait. I see someone else to
is
the right over there.
Wait, is that?
I know that hand movement!
Yep.
Welcome back, Edgeworth.
Oh god.
Oh no.
What's a basketball doing here?
Oh
What's a Portsman's
no.
prized possession, sir? I heard he also plays soccer, dodgeball, and even tennis. Not a single one of those sports is suitable to be played in a hallway. We'll get to him in a minute.
I'm being deprived.
Concerning this case.
I've always been a big fan of the courtroom, but this is like a dream where I'm being cross-examined by the Miles Edgeworth.
Alright, calm down, Tori.
It's not something you want, man.
There's a chance to lie. I must
Yeah.
remember to ask her about the Master Key. I should jog her memory by showing my notes to her with the key.
Her
Never met the victim
face.
before. Yep.
Well, I've seen him a couple of times before when I had to go to Mr. Portsman's office. Mr. Faith was always playing basketball with Mr. Portsman, sir.
Well, it's like fun. Just once I'd love to have played with them.
It sounds fun, but the only person ever taking a shot was Mr. Sportsman. All Mr. Faith ever did was passing the ball, sir.
second thought, I don't think I'd have fit in that well with them. Maggie Bird, correct? I take it that you are an acquaintance of the detective. She was under my supervision back when she was still in the force, sir. One day, she got caught up in a murder, and things started going downhill, so she quit.
But I owe a
Weren't
lot
you
to
the
Detective
prosecutor of
Gumshoe
that
for...
case? Wasn't he the prosecutor of that case?
No.
Yep. No?
No?
No, that was
it?
Mr. Payne, because that was tutorial.
Oh, right, that was the tutorial one,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then the one for the third
And
game
then
was
for
Gato.
the third... It was Gato, yeah. But I owe a lot to Detective Gumshoe for introducing me to my current employer. Or so I thought until a few hours ago. Right before I was about to clock out for the night.
You got caught up in this whirlwind of a case, correct?
Don't worry, my whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Mm. Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. Jeez. I've been hit by all
Lady-
sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. And now I've even managed to be named a criminal just when I've become a security guard.
That's a lot to go through in one lifetime.
I know, and it's and just when I thought I had finally found my happiness, I wind up getting you and Detective Gumshoe involved in my bad luck.
You don't need to worry about me, Miss Bird. Nor do you need to worry about yourself. I will solve this case and prove your innocence. All I ask in return is for your cooperation.
Yes, sir, Mr. Edgeworth. You can count on me. I'll do all I can to help.
I don't think I have anything to show her right now.
I-
The key.
I apologize, my voice is squeaky. I've realized this.
You're fine. I've also kind of stopped voice acting because my throat's getting sore.
Understandable.
When did you discover that the master key was missing?
By the time I realized it, I think it was around 1 a.m., sir.
And also, your voice isn't squeaking, at least not to me.
No, you're good.
And I noticed it back at around 2:30 a.m. It was just sitting there on the ledge where the security room's reception window is. But I'm sure that between those two times it was not just gone, but stolen, sir.
Why is such an important key stored in such an insecure place?
Ah, it's not like that, sir. We always keep the key further inside the room, away from the window.
Always, you say. Except for this time, correct?
Well, I admit it was a bit careless, but I had my reasons. I left it out because I was sort of using it at the time. It was after I had used it that I'd left it sitting out on the ledge.
She used the master key? But for what? What do you mean by you used the master key?
Oh, I had to use it to open the door for this prosecutor who had forgotten his key.
No. Ah.
Oh,
She has a
Ha.
feather.
that's cute. I mean, it is my job as a security guard, alright? Ah!
Hold on. So, okay, so someone else lost their key, right? Is that what I heard? Yeah.
Yes, someone else lost their key.
What is it?
That's right, I just remembered. The prosecutor the prosecutor who forgot his key. It was Mr. Portsman, sir.
What? Please tell me more, Miss Bird. Quickly.
It was around 12 a.m.
Hey.
Mr. Portsman had forgotten his office key, so he came down to security, sir.
Oh, excuse me. consequences when you loan the master key to him.
No way, it's against regulations to loan the master key out to anyone. I walked with Mr. Portsman to his office and opened the door for him personally, sir.
I see. Then, what happened after that?
Well, he called for me to come close up his office after he was leaving to go home. That was around 1:30 a.m., I think.
So in summary, as like a wonderful prosecutor, you used the master key twice tonight. Talk about suspicious! I doubt you can never left your keys at home, Detective. Let's call for a thorough examination of Mr. Postman's store. And what else I noticed? Approximately 1 a.m. until 2:30, but she also used it at 1:30.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Bird, I'm afraid there's a flaw in your story.
What? No way, pal. I mean, sir. Oh my god.
Twilight, pal! Said you locked up Mr. Portsman's office at around 1:30 a.m., correct? However, the master key had already been stolen at that time.
Wow. Nothing gets by you, Mr. Edgeworth. You saw that contradiction like a pro. I'd totally forgotten about that, but thanks to you, I remember it now. You're right, it was around that very time that I realized the master key was missing.
And?
Well, I'm a security guard, sir. I couldn't just admit to losing the master key, could I? So I pretended to lock up his room, sir. Oh my god.
What?
Really? Really?
And that worked?
Apparently.
Considering the facts of this case, I'm sure he noticed, but didn't say anything because he had the master key. You
Yup.
pretended.
Yeah, I used my house key and made it look like I was locking up, sir.
Oh my sweet Jesus Christ.
Now, there's only one way this would have worked, and that's if, you know, the key actually went into the lock and turned.
A lot of keys are...
A lot of keys
As
can
long
go
as it
into
was the
certain
same
locks.
type of... Yeah, as long as it was the same type of key, it wouldn't be able to turn,
But it can still go in.
but it would be able to... Yes.
That part I can see.
Yeah.
So in actuality, you never did relock the door then.
Well, I thought that maybe I could go lock it after I found the key. Come to think of it, I guess the door still hasn't been locked properly.
Welp. I know where we can look now. Let me check the door. So, let's see. 1202. These 4 numbers on a number plate alone proclaim this to be my office. Whoops. Hey, these number plates slide right out, sir. You have to be able to take a plate off when a room becomes vacant, you know? Although, the idea that it can be so easily removed is kind of... concerning.
Interesting.
I don't see any signs of forced entry. According to the guard, no signs that the lock was picked either, sir. Meaning that the door really was open with the key. Should I ask if any prints were lifted from the doorknob? Apparently the doorknob's clean as a whistle. Wiped, they think. But this thief is that he did a good job of not leaving any clues behind. Minimalist, yet classy door made of top-quality wood. It's sturdy made, making it near impossible to break in by force. It's almost majestic, sir. Wish I could be as stately as the store. Only Gumshoe would press doors and grin at himself. Being a detective has its own regard, certain virtuous value, I think. Live up to your full potential, that's a poignant trait that anyone can admire. You're saying, sir, that me being here is the best thing I can do for everyone? Right. Long pause wasn't exactly reassuring, sir. Okay,
Interesting.
For now.
Yeah.
There's nothing over here. Oh, this. Oh, hello.
Yeah, that was the funny item I saw.
It's not the missing series file, sir? No doubt about it. The bloody letters marked clear as day. There seem to be a few pages missing. Our thief took only what was necessary and left the rest behind. What are these hero files about, sir? Seems you got something worth stealing in them, huh? Not particularly, it's just a collection of court case files. However, the cases within these files are not mine. Well, they belong to the High Prosecutor that used to occupy my current office. I have my reasons, but let's just say I was charged with keeping them as they were. That means the thief must have also wanted the file for a specific reason, right? It would seem so. Only the pages related to the case from 10 years ago are missing. Why would anyone care about such an old case?
Interesting.
Well-crafted, high-quality silver for visitors. The stitching is excellent. Talk about a luxury waiting area. These babies are also great for napping, you know. You would sleep even out here, detective? In a hallway? Whenever I do, I always wind up dreaming about giving testimony up on the sand. But it always ends the same way. Be getting trounced by a lawyer. Isn't that awful? Maybe I should give it a try sometime. Wouldn't envision myself winning, naturally. I don't think I'm confusing this.
Hmm.
Age 23. Gumshoe knows her from when she was a police officer and now works as nighttime security.
Yep.
Everything alright? Yes, sir. If you must know, I weighed myself this morning and I'm finally at 154 pounds. Congratulations, but I was asking about this hallway in this room. Oh, everything's okay, sir. For the device, stay focused or you may start to lose even more weight. What is a basketball hoop doing here? Hey, didn't this used to be just outside next to the building a long time ago? So when and why was it moved indoors? I don't remember exactly, but I saw one of the officers drag it up here recently. Drag it? Apparently it wouldn't fit in the elevator, so the poor guy had to bring it up himself.
Oh no! Oh, fucking 12 flights of
floors.
stairs. Oh no!
All the way up to the 12th floor?
Well, it looks like you're in quite the pinch, Mr. Edgeworth.
To be sure, murder within the halls of the prosecutor's office is no trifling matter. We must find, apprehend, and punish the killer accordingly post-haste.
Sounds like a messy case you've got on your hands. If you ever feel lost or need some advice, my door is always open.
Oh, gracious. I'll keep your offer in mind. Who is this guy again? Level 3, I take this prosecutor's sportsman's office.
Yeah, you can't mistake it because of that basketball hoop, sir. Oh, that reminds me, Mr. Portsman had actually wanted room 1202 really badly. But since you are already occupying it, Mr. Edgeworth, we put him next door, sir.
Why was Mr. Portsman so particular about getting room 1202?
I'm not sure, but I bet it's because of something like his birthday is December 2nd?
Nope, it's gotta be it. I can't think of another reason why. I can think of at least 3. Ugh, I'm even wasting time thinking about this.
Hmm.
The door's locked tight.
Oh.
The old credit card trick wouldn't work here, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? It's the office of a high prosecutor detective. These doors would be pretty ineffective if the average cat burglar could get through them. It's only a great cat burglar can get in. Must be who our culprit is. I advise you to return that conclusion to whatever pawn shop you bought it from.
It's locked.
Yeah, that's not right.
Eureka!
Eureka! There's a contradiction here between reality and the evidence. If what Miss Bird has said is true, then why is this door locked tight? Oh, you know, you're right. Miss Bird, are you sure you didn't relock this door? I'm certain of it, sir.
I'm certain of it, sir.
Sorry.
All good. I didn't think Mr. Portsman noticed it himself. That I hadn't.
Which means, what, sir? It means that he actually does have the key to his office. Or that the door Miss Bird opened wasn't this one at all, but a completely...
Oh. Oh, I see.
Huh.
I see.
But... then why was it stolen?
That is a good question.
She went a different door? But how can you prove that?
Oh.
There's a way to find out. All we need to do is... we need to examine these. Prints on that number plate, they will tell us all we need to know.
Everything? Really? Like what, sir?
Like, well, for example, and such as... well, we know for sure that Detective Gumshoe's dinner will only consist of instant noodles. Wow, that's amazing, sir. How'd you know?
Was that supposed to be a joke to cheer me up, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, that's it. Now then, we should get back to doing what we need to do, and that is...
I guess.
Master key? Because the doorknob's already wiped. Well, if that's what you want to examine, sir, and that was the very first thing we did. I can tell you that we didn't find any prints on other than Maggie's.
It's so brilliant, Mr. Edgeworth. So what can we deduce from that?
Well,
I'll tell you what I've deduced. I think it means that the culprit wiped their prints off.
yeah, that's exactly it. I'm glad you were able to come to the same conclusion. Okay, maybe this doorknob is what it means? Yeah, you, pal. Do us a favor and see what you can lift from this, okay? What'd you find out? No need for such belligerent nostril-flaring, detective. Sir, I have found that only Mr. Portsman's and Mr. Face's prints on this doorknob. Only two people's prints were found on this.
Oh.
That's pretty decisive. I'm lost, sir. Thinking logically, a certain other person's print should be on this knob as well.
Ah.
Maggie wouldn't touch anyone else's knob, you know that.
Excuse you?
Don't you find it odd that the prints of the person who unlocked this door are absent? You mean, yes, the door that Miss Bird opened could not have been this one, but a different one. What have we here?
Oh.
A basketball from...
Oh, it's been moved.
I was gonna make a joke about the basketball.
Well, that's carpet. Okay.
I was going to avoid avoid the paper to make a joke about the basketball, but what's this? What are you looking at, sir? Oh, hey, how about a game? That's okay, detective. I just found the position of this hoop to be a little off. Hey, you're right, sir. It shifted when someone made a seriously sweet slam dunk. The positioning of the hoop is definitely unnatural. I'm gonna take note of this. Anyways,
Honestly, I thought that was tile, not carpet.
fair. He's always ready for a match. That's good. Okay.
Doesn't matter what sport. Yes.
Miss
Oh
Burns.
my god. Yes, sir. He's always ready for a match.
Thank you. Basketball, soccer, dodgeball, tennis, it doesn't matter what sport it is, he's game. Actually, we said your line again, so...
All good.
Although I think it'd be a little hard to play tennis with this ball. Isn't the point you should be focusing on, Detective? You're right, sir. Now I know what I should be focusing on. Bad for sportsman. Someone should teach him to clean his toys up after he's done playing. I think we've reached the end of this conversation. Someone put him in someone ground him. What's this? Look up the paper. I'll get it, sir. Let's see. Something written on it. I brought the 3 pieces of evidence by, just like we talked about on the phone, but it looks like you're out. Guess I'll catch up to you later, buddy.
Oh.
From a sportsman. Poking around this hallway has actually paid off quite handsomely. Oh, how's that, sir? In a variety of different ways. I guess then we had a little chat with the real culprit in this case.
You know who the real killer is? Wow, Mr. Edgeworth.
As long as my logic is sound, then yes. The mastermind behind this murder is none other than Mr. Portsman.
What? Mr. Portsman?
Knew it. That's exactly what my logic sense was telling me too. I expected it was him from the SME accused Maggie of being the killer, sir. That is anything but logical. Lady and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. Come what may, it's time to knock on truth's door.
Knock, knock, knock. Wait, wrong song. I'm also fairly certain that's copyrighted.
Also, I haven't finished all my logic pieces.
Oops.
Oh.
Sportsman, I finished processing the bloody letter, sir. Alright, let me take a gander at it. Pass it here. Okay, looking good. You there. Taking care of this. Whoa! Well, if it is Detective Gumshoe. End the line for you, Portsman. We got you now. Call off your dog, Mr. Edgeworth. Is this some kind of joke? It's no joke. We know, Mr. Jacques Sportsman, that you are the guilty party in this case. You must be pretty upset getting chased out of your own room. I'd be mad too. So I guess you can stay. You promise to stay out of our way. You intend to hide your crime under the guise of a prosecutor doing his job. Because you went through the unsightly paper-thin mask you wear upon your cowl. I never thought it would come to this. Actually, come to think of it, your mentor is Manfred von Karma, right? The legendary prosecutor who never lost a single case for 40 long years. But there was always this incessant chatter about forged evidence with that guy. It really teaches me that I've got to stay on the lookout for false accusations, you know? Are you done trying to play mind games with me? Because they won't work. The only thing you should be using that mouth of yours for now is explaining yourself. Although that too will only dig you a little deeper. Either way, your game is up. Well, aren't we full of ourselves? Even though you have yet to prove anything. I have no idea what sort of harebrained idea you have in mind, but there's a mountain of evidence that points away from me being the culprit. Besides, how, may I ask, do you propose I unlocked your door and got in here? Look, I feel bad doing this to you, but I've got work to do, so we're done here. Sorry, but we are not finished yet. Boy, you're stubborn. Suppose you're basing your accusations on something? I'll show you what I'm basing my accusation on. With evidence.
Hold it!
My accusation is a harebrained idea, is it? You tell me. I'd say it is. After all. Amount of evidence that says it's not me.
Hold it!
Oh, and what, pray tell, what kind of evidence are we talking about here? Jim was my partner, so you can't say I had a motive for killing him. And that's it? Not even an anthill, let alone a mountain. But it's more than enough, wouldn't you agree? I recommend that you review what the word evidence means. Doesn't change the fact that the evidence doesn't point to me as a killer. How'd you unlock the door? I said the key. Unfortunately, I believe I have already shown how earlier. Speculations mean nothing, as I still insist that I could not gain access to your room. Yes. I claim to have had no way to open my door. However, is that really the honest truth? Alright, I'll humor you. Go ahead, shoot. Very well then. I propose that you use this to open my door.
Take that!
I believe you were able to open my office door. With the master key, no less.
Objection!
Oh, wait, hold on for a sec. I never laid a finger on that key, as you already know. Precisely. You were able to open my door without lifting a single finger. Well, maybe you did, but only to direct. That's right. Use your finger to direct this person to open my door with the key.
Take that!
You would ask Miss Bird to open your own office door for you, yes? Yeah? I kinda forgot my key at home. That was a bit too often for my taste, you know? But the room you had Miss Bird open at that time was not your own, was it?
What?
You have quite the imagination. Why don't we ask the girl herself whose door she opened, shall we?
I'm certain it was Mr. Portsman's door, sir. I checked the number plate and made sure I was opening the right door, sir.
See, Miss Bird backs up my story. Yet, what if you had misled her to fool her into thinking what you wanted? How do you suppose I did that? By switching the number plates on our doors, for example.
That's right, they do slide out pretty easily.
Furthermore, you then used one other thing to give a very strong impression. That the door she was opening was yours and not, in fact, mine. What was it that Mr. Portsman used to make Miss Bird think it was his own?
Take that!
What? The basketball hoop, sir?
It's quite a peculiar fixture in any hallway, let alone a hallway in this building. Which is why it left an unusually why it left unusually usually strong impression, right? What?
I think translation error.
I think it's translation error, and unusually, I think is what it was supposed to be.
Probably. Strong impression on you. It's an object perfectly suited to sit just outside the office of a peculiar prosecutor.
It's very true, sir, because there was a basketball hoop sitting there. I thought the door I was opening had to be Mr. Portsman's.
There are signs that the hoop had been moved. To sit in front of my office, to be sure. I see. So that's how you throw information on people. Thanks for the tip. But I think your conjecture is a little off the racetrack. Now you're just spouting nonsense. I had the girl open my office door. After that, I was in my room the entire time. You don't have a single reason to suspect me. He intends to claim his innocence to the end, does he? How much pure and innocent is my jacket? And Miss Bird is as dirty and guilty as the jacket she wears.
What?
The jacket is not dirty, I'll have you know. I just washed it yesterday.
Please calm down, for I intend to show who is the one truly covered in slime here. Gumshoe!
Hold it!
Nonsense, you say? Yes, because I'm telling the truth here.
Hold it!
Using the master key, of course. Sure, but you have a problem with that? That is what the master key is for, right? Perhaps we should place it in an elaborate labyrinth of some sort of of some sort for people like you. For the entire time.
Hold it!
What were you doing in your office? I was doing my usual training regimen. Training regimen? You're going through your law books from start to finish. Mainly batting practice and some weights. Oh, and I jog when I get the chance.
What the fuck?
Buffest prosecutor we have.
Why?
The biggest legal muscles, it would seem. I was doing my usual workout, so...
Hold it!
I'm giving you quite a few reasons, actually.
Objection!
Others would stand up on their own.
Objection!
What about all the evidence?
Objection!
It's all circumstantial. No judge would convict on such flimsy evidence. Seems to be trembling a little.
I can think of one that would.
I can think of two.
Yep.
One more little push.
Yep.
All I have to do is find the flaw
Yep.
in his testimony. Yeah. Either that one or... Oh, wait. Duh. Prince.
Ah.
I had your door dusted for prints. My door? What for? Come on, I bet you didn't find anything. You sure are good at wasting time. You're right, I didn't find anything. Definitely not Miss Bird's fingerprints. Her prints? What do they have to do with anything? Let's put it this way. Julie was the one who opened your door. Her print should naturally be on the doorknob she touched. Further, all the prints on my office door's knob have been wiped clean off. I can only assume it's because Miss Bird's fingerprints were on it.
Objection!
It doesn't change the fact that I was in my room the entire time. Is that really a fact, or is it fiction? Hey, did I lie to you? I have here proof that you were not in your room the entire time as you claim.
Take that!
This is a note that the victim left for you, Mr. Portsman. A note? It was left under your door, or did you not notice? And right here it says, but you're out. You were not in your room when the victim came to call on you. So then, where were you and what were you doing? Don't you think it's time you gave up your charade? We know you stole into my office with the intent of stealing something from me. And Detective Faith found you out. Possibly because he heard sounds coming from a room whose occupant was on leave. Sportsman, you killed Mr. Faith to silence him. And I had the misfortune to return when I did. You had to threaten me as you escaped. As I said, when you had the gun to my back, no one gets away with committing murder in my office. Just what's so funny, pal? Well, that look of stiff seriousness on the face of this office's finest prosecutor. As he makes a huge mistake in accusing me is simply too much to bear. There's just nothing else like it in the world. What?
But Mr. Edgeworth just explained it all. He even backed it up. You're the murderer. Stop trying to be slippery and just admit the crime already.
And as I said earlier, it's also circumstantial, so full of conjecture. You say you checked my doorknob for prints. Well, I can readily confess that I had wiped that knob down well.
Eh?
I'm a little obsessive compulsive, you see. I didn't want to touch the doorknob that you had touched. Which is why I wiped the knob down as soon as I could after you opened the door. After that, it makes perfect sense that only Jim's and my own prints would be on there. Bring that up just now,
Yeah, but yours weren't even on there.
Actually, they were.
They were. But the
Furthermore,
problem is that Jim...
Jim's prints would have been on it if he was with him. If he was with him, which we can only assume because he's here.
No, because of the the note.
True. True. Furthermore, as for the note Jim left for me, do you know exactly when that was? For all we know, he could have left it there before I arrived at the office. Like early evening, for example. You saying you failed to notice a note in your doorway? Yeah, even geniuses fail at times. I was probably too preoccupied by work-related matters, so although that's no excuse.
Now that's just a flat-out lie. There's no way you didn't notice a note that size.
But you can't prove that, can you?
Let's slap this man. I'm gonna
Say
slap the
something,
taste out
Mr.
of him.
Edgeworth. Back me up here, sir.
Wasn't a good point. Can't prove that he didn't simply overlook it. Besides, I have an airtight alibi. Airtight, you say? I only just realized I had one as we were talking. I guess it would have been better for all of us if I had told you sooner. Yeah?
Connor, can I have 5 minutes to make him not a liar, please?
If memory serves, you came back to this office at around 2 a.m., correct? And it was then that he had that unfortunate confrontation at gunpoint with the culprits. But at exactly that time, I was down in criminal affairs. Ask around. I'm sure the other detectives will corroborate my story. It's a perfect alibi. Okay, to be fair, I can kind of see the dude who was behind Edgeworth not being Portsman, considering a different gun.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't help your story in killing Buddy. You really think it's that perfect? Like I said, I don't care. Ask around how you like. You'll see for yourself. Detective Gumshoe? Sir, yes, sir. I'll go check out his alibi, sir. Be right back. Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Think we're in trouble. It's just like Mr. Portsman said. The guy's down in criminal affairs. They saw him at around 2 a.m. You see? All the evidence points to him being the culprits. There must be a contradictory point in his alibi somewhere. Yeah, he wasn't the one that held you at gunpoint.
Hold it!
You are correct, it was around 2 a.m. Are you sure? It's really important to me that you're spot on with the time. I remember checking my watch then, and make no mistake, it was 2. Ooh, give me testimony like a pro. Okay, so you came back to your office at 2.
Hold it!
As you say, however. Yes, however, you're the only one who claims to have bumped into the culprits. So tell me, did you see the person's face? Was it me who you saw? It was pitch black, so I couldn't actually see.
Objection!
Oh, come now. I'm sure you saw something. Try a little harder, why don't you? Beginning to feel like I'm the one being interrogated here. Oh, well, it doesn't matter if you remember or not. It only matters that you ran into the culprit.
Hold it!
So you paid the criminal affairs department a visit. Yep, and right after I left the prosecutor's building, I headed straight for the precinct.
Hold it!
Well, we did go and ask around to confirm your testimony. It was just as I said, right? Yes, sir. Number detective said that they saw you at around that time. See, I have the perfect alibi. And that's the ace I had up my sleeve. Ugh. Possible, he actually does have the perfect alibi. What's wrong? Why the sudden sullen look on your face? Say anything back, Mr. Edgeworth. I think we've reached the end of the line, and it's time to get off this crazy train. You there! Sir! Please escort the young lady out. But remember, be gentle. Maggie! Detective Gumshoe!
Detective Gumshoe.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I can do. Must be a way to turn the situation around. If only I had a clue. I'd be something that can help me cast doubt on his alibi. I need to calmly think this through one more time, and with logic. The sportsman's alibi. Shooter I met could not have been Portsman, then who could it have been? Another handgun. It was someone else entirely. Duh! There were 2 bullets left at the scene of the crime. One that robbed Mr. Faith of his life, and one that nearly robbed me of my jacket. However, the murder weapon only shows signs of being fired once, meaning that it is entirely possible that a second gun was used in my office tonight. But seeing as how the killer had to steal Mr. Faith's gun, I doubt the killer had another gun up their sleeve. Therefore, the second gun could have been the property of an entirely different person, which could mean that there was another person who paid a visit to my office tonight. But rearranged my files twice, so 2 people were after your things.
Mhm.
Supposing there was yet another visitor tonight, that would also resolve the issue of why my shelves were appended twice. We know that the shelves were disturbed once before and once after the murder, so it shouldn't be much of a stretch to think that it was the work of 2 different people. Once by the person who stole the victim's gun and then killed him with it, and once again after the murder stole by our second culprit, who was the owner of the second gun. If we suppose that the second culprit's gun was the one that was pointed at my back...
Objection!
Mr. Portsman, it seems that I need to amend my assumptions regarding this case. Great, so you finally come to your senses.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Sir, what are you saying? This has to be a big misunderstanding on my part from the start. I had assumed that the person I ran into was the killer, but that may not be the case. What do you mean?
would
The person I ran into was just your average thief. A thief? But, sir, doesn't that cause some sort of contradiction in the facts? Not at all. Simply means that the killer was someone else. It means in actuality, 2 culprits stole into my office tonight. What do you mean 2? Explains both why my shelves were disturbed twice, and how there were 2 guns. Mr. Portsman tricked Miss Bird and gained entry into my office. Now you're just leading the argument. You still don't have any actual proof, you know. If you could please go along with my hypothetical scenario for now, Mr. Portsman. In the end, if you really are innocent, you should have nothing to worry about. Now then, returning to my scenario, Mr. Portsman was out to steal something from me, which is why he checked my secret safe and ransacked my shelves. This is the first time. So then, this will be when the files are put back in the wrong order, right? Correct. And then, just when he was about to look somewhere else, who should walk in but his own partner, Mr. Faith? Why did Mr. Faith come into your room, sir? He probably had business with Mr. Portsman, which is why he was in the area. But that's when he noticed sounds coming from my office, which would be my guess.
Oh, because you were supposed to be awake, right?
You must have thought it was odd, so we came into this office to check it out. Correct. And as a detective, that was the right thing to do.
But when he came in, he found his own partner standing there.
Because it was Mr. Portsman, Mr. Faith probably let his guard down. But Mr. Portsman was not so merciful as to let him leave alive. He waited for a chance and stole Mr. Faith's gun from him, and then... he killed him. He silenced Mr. Faith for catching him in the act of stealing. This was the moment in which the first shot was fired, the one that landed in my files. Following that, Mr. Portsman wiped the gun down and left it behind as he made the exits. He could afford to do that because he had also left a fake dying message behind. Such complicated troublemaking, you know that? Well, if things were as simple as that, then all would be solved. However, there was yet another visitor to my room, and this is where it gets complicated. It was another? Visitor, sir. Yes, this person's objective was also to steal something from me. Now then, even after Mr. Portsman left, the door to my office remained unlocked. However, this new visitor had no way of knowing that, and so, they stole the master key from the security guard's room, and then entered my room and searched through my shelves. This was the second time they were disturbed, and it seems the thief found their prize. The stolen Zero file, right, sir? Correct. Only just as the thief was about to leave with the file, I appeared. The thief then threatened me with their own gun and made their escape. The second bullet was fired during that brief encounter. The shell's getting messed up twice in those 2 bullets. It was all because 2 different people were doing those things at 2 different times. Precisely. So now do you see, Mr. Portsman? The person I met was just a thief. It was not, in fact, Mr. Fate's killer. Your alibi for the time frame in which I ran into the other person is now irrelevant. Because we now know that the murder took place during the first culprit's visit.
Objection!
What's so funny, pal? Absolutely splendid. Your scenario explains everything. Of course it does. It's Mr. Edgeworth, after all. You know, still doesn't change the fact that it's all circumstantial. Supposing if, and that's a big if, your theory is right, it would indeed render my alibi, which is withstood scrutiny, mind you, irrelevant. I spent the past half hour making, if it works, a new custom alert thing for my streams. Nice!
Nice.
But there is still one defining point of your argument for which you have no evidence. Your supposition that I was the first visitor. Edgeworth, you can't let him get away with that, sir. But he has a point. I have absolutely no proof at this point.
Don't say that, sir.
I believe this. Don't worry, Maggie, I'll do something if I must. You know something? I find your attitude to be somewhat peculiar, Mr. Edgeworth. Excuse me. The person you met really was just a plain old thief. Then why is that person not your main suspect? That is, if your theory is correct. That thief you ran into should be your real suspect, wouldn't you say? You should be out there looking for that thief right now. I might still be nearby. I hate to repeat myself, but as I've already said, I was trending in my room. When Jim came to deliver some evidence to me, I was down at criminal affairs. So I can't be expected to know what happened around here after I left. We should be out there looking for the thief. Of course! That wasn't the time to be having these dead-end discussions. I don't think it's at all dead-ended. I find your alibi to be fascinating. Let's continue where we left off, shall we? I know he's lying. I know he was here at the scene of the crime. Find a way to prove it. Let's see.
Hold it!
So you know I wouldn't. Why not? That's elementary. The dying message, of course. Mr. Fate's killer very clearly left those letters in the spines of those files. It was
We'll be right
after
back.
they...
I'm getting a call.
Do it?
I'll be right back getting a call.
Okay.
Sure.
After that, they were on the other... And it was after they were on there that the thief stole one of them. You're the Zero Files, right? And that's how we also know the letters themselves were a setup, and not from Mr. Faith. If the thief was the killer, do you think they would try to undermine themselves? Maybe the killer just didn't think of that either. Yes, this must be it. Maybe, just maybe.
Hold it!
Let's skip. I highly doubt a thief would linger nearby. Oh, you never know. Maybe they didn't get what they were really after. No, you talk like you know quite a bit about this thief. It's nothing like that. I have no idea about anything, after all.
Hold it!
Well, according to Mr. Fate's notes... Hold on, I thought we already cleared that up. Who said that Jim left that note for me in the early evening? You have proof that he left it at a different time, saved just before he was murdered. Saved just before he was murdered. What's happening now? You see? So I insist again that I was in my office the entire time.
Hold it!
Why didn't you go there with Mr. Fate? Oh, that's because he said he was tired and was going to take a quick nap. You know those sofas in the hallway? He likes to sleep on those. It's one of his habits. And one of the evidence he brought. Everything's related to yesterday's case. Just 2 items, a gun and a pendant. Interesting. This piece of testimony seems too crucial for us to slip through the cracks. 2 items, a gun and a pendant, that are related to yesterday's case. Is that so?
Hold it!
A gun and a pendant. Yes, this gun, which was the murder weapon, and this pendant, which belonged to the victim. I've seen that somewhere. Oh, it was on the gun.
Yep.
It was engraved on the gun, though. Why are you taking them to criminal affairs? There was something in the past case file that I wanted to compare these two to. But all this has nothing to do with this case right now. Anyway, I believe you'll find a long paper trail left to be your satisfaction. I'm not sure what Detective Gumshoe found out. However... hey buddy? There's 3.
Objection!
Only 2 pieces. I believe the proper phrase here is, you fail. Excuse me? You fail as a prosecutor, Mr. Portsman, as you intend to keep evidence hidden from me. What are you talking about? I haven't hidden anything from you. Well, here's a piece I think you should read carefully.
It says that Mr. Faith was bringing 3 pieces.
Yes, this is the victim's real dying message to you, Mr. Portsman. I can't believe get tripped up by simple arithmetic. Where is the missing piece of evidence? It's... You have it, don't you? Only the guilty would make such a face. Detective Gumshoe? You don't have to say it, sir. I'll pat the guy down from head to toe. Don't come any closer, I'm warning you. It's all part of the investigation, pal. So don't even think about stopping me. No! Hey, what's this? He had this on him, sir. Despite what you said, it would appear that you do have something to hide. Why do you hide something like that? There's only one reason why anyone would hide evidence of this caliber. Because it would unequivocally point to that person himself as the real killer. Let's examine this videotape in a little more detail.
You might want to check your microphone, because you suddenly got quieter.
I am leaning back.
Okay.
I'll raise it a little bit on OBS.
Yeah, because when he did the no, it suddenly dropped and...
No!
And yeah.
Oh.
Huh.
Examine the videotape in a little more detail. For the section of the tape that will drive the last nail into his coffin. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello. 2 major things.
It's the blood, isn't it? Yes, and I believe this is what the good prosecutor was trying to hide from us. This blood is still fresh. I mean, this might be Detective Faith's blood. No, you've got it all wrong! No amount of denial can save you. We have but to run a blood test to find the truth. You told us that you had received evidence from the victim earlier. Now you will tell us when and how did the victim's blood find its way onto this video.
Yeah, it's totally suspicious.
Was that the moment of his death? Did Detective Faith have this videotape on his personage when you killed him? No, very well, there's no way to prove that. Not even if we were to examine this tape for fingerprints? Ah! If I had to take a guess, I'd say that the only ones on here would belong to the murderous you and Mr. Faith. No, impossible! I'm... Oh!
Alright! That was an interesting breakdown.
Alright, buddy. Well, Gumshoe, time to get cleaning.
Hmm.
The sportsman is placed under arrest for the murder of Detective Buddy Faith, sir. Very good. The results we got back from the lab techs on the tape turned out to be real solid, sir. Blood work came back and it was definitely Mr. Faith's blood on there. As a bonus, they were also able to lift a few of Mr. Faith's fingerprints as well.
Thank you so much, Mr. Edgeworth. I still can't believe I got to see your cool deduction skills outside the courtroom. I'm impressed beyond words, sir.
It was nothing. I'm just sorry you got caught up in a murder in my office. Please accept my apologies.
It's nothing, really. Compared to what I've been through, I mean. I consider myself lucky it was only a burglary and a murder this time, sir.
And this went off better than the last 2 times she was accused, so...
Yeah. If it had been a hold-up or a hostage situation, I'd have thrown my hands up in the air.
Okay.
Give it up.
No, I pressed space like 2 times, just randomly, and I heard my computer made like a disconnect reconnect noise.
Huh.
Huh.
I think I'm finally rising up to a goddess of misfortune and to just an unlucky person.
You said that last time.
Yep.
Maybe we should have hired a different person for security detail. You know something, sir? That Mr. Portsman really was one corrupt prosecutor. Why would you say he was corrupt? Well, I heard that there were a number of suspicious things related to his court cases. There were rumors about how some of the evidence he uses is forged, sir. Forged evidence, huh? And they say he even decided not to prosecute a few cases for some really vague reasons.
Oh, that guy is a complete disgrace to the entire profession.
We never did get around to asking what his reason for breaking into my office. Yeah, whenever we got near that topic, he just clammed up. You'd be pretty certain that it was to steal something. It's just between you and me, sir, but there's a rumor that some sort of huge organization is involved behind the scenes. Oh, well,
Oh.
Because of course we're not willing to divulge anything, it certainly leads credence to that rumor. It would seem that we haven't heard the last of this. Oh, the Mr. Portsman isn't the bad guy? I didn't say that. Rather, that there are still many more mysteries for us to solve. For example, we still haven't figured out the significance of this piece of evidence. I'm going to assume this, because...
Take that!
The person who stole this file, the other villain of the night. Yeah, I wonder who it was. What happened to the stolen pages? I wonder, who in the world was it that held me up at gunpoint? Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Yes? Came across this while I was processing your office earlier, sir. This card. Ah, and now we get to the good part.
Yup.
What is it, sir? Is that a bird or something on there? It's not just any bird. It is the mark of the raven, a 3-legged raven. Even you should know what this is, detective. Oh, it's about that thing, isn't it? That great thief everyone's talking about? Yes, it's the mark of the great thief Yatagarasu. Under the mark of a legendary bird, the Yatagarasu is noble to the end. A modern Robin Hood. Yatagarasu haunts embassy. The noble Yatagarasu, vigilante of the business world, reappears. Mercurial News. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasu appears and vanishes at will. So we don't know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the targets. Yatagarasu reappears, corporate dealings exposed, the great thief. Yatagarasu likes to find and make public evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. The theft is always performed in silence and always with perfection. Once a target is chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement is set forth. Instead, the chosen corporation is infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found is sent out to the mass media, along with this single card. Although it has been a while since the Yatagarasu's last appearance. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, look, something's written on the back. Let me see. This is the location where the thief put the stolen files. So the person who stole the contents of the file was the Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu. Organization. Quite a few keywords are popping up in this mystery. The murder in my office. The return of the great thief Yatagarasu. Looking back, I can't say I didn't see these events coming. For they were heralded by the incidents. That began to occur 2 days ago. And that will be something we'll have to look into next week. The heck? Number 2, please. Thank you.
Next one's gonna be funny.
Yep. Turnabout Airlines. We're gonna have to... Oh, no, it doesn't show us the next scene immediately. Oh, hi, Franziska.
Oh. Hello, Franziska von Garma.
I
Also, the logic in one of the in this one is interesting.
The logic?
Considering, yeah,
Fair.
because there is something on.
We'll find out.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Thing did be nice.
Nice.
That's working out. But no, I do remember partially the area here. I remember one part. I do now remember that, yes, Franziska is here.
Yep.
The kidnap turnabout. Oh, you're him, aren't you?
Yep.
Got to finish that one. And the Wild West area. Thing did. Oh, you did the thing. Oh, yes. Fair enough. I do kind of remember the Wild West thing. Turnabout Reminisce. That's Gumshoe. Ah, this is the courtroom one.
Yep, that's the courtroom one.
Turnabout Ablaze. Oh, hey. You might want to get that checked out. That
Hello.
looks painful. Oh!
Yeah.
I think I know what this is.
Yeah,
Okay. This, I think I know what this one is. Or at least the area. I mostly remember the areas and not really, like, much of the characters or the case itself. I want to say the judge is in one of these.
Yes. I think it is episode 4.
Yeah, and then there's another really funny character in this one, I think it is, that'll appear.
Yep.
Which I'm really looking forward to.
It's more of a logic of the area in that one that it's just I find stupid.
Fair. I have to continue this game so I don't get spoiled. I mean,
Yep.
You could just play it with us.
Yep.
But yeah. But yeah. Gonna re-download it tonight. Fair enough.
Fair.
But yeah, so we have 5 cases for at least the first game. And yeah, episode 1 was a bit longer than a normal tutorial in Phoenix Wright, so...
Well, there were a few new things that had to go along with it. There is still one more thing that we still have yet to deal with for logic. But yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, I just can't remember what it is right now, but we'll figure it out later. Don't tell me.
Yep.
Oh, I planned to be here. I was just sick today. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Well, that'll be it for tonight anyways. We will continue this next Sunday and see what we can do.
All right.
tomorrow we will be going back to Pokemon Legends ZA. We will try our best to catch spoiler Pokemon number 3.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I need to actually. Oh, hi, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hello, thank you.
Hi. I don't know if you watched any of what happened.
I tried.
There.
Did you see the prosecutor's breakdown?
A little, yeah.
It's so stupid.
Him eating his medal.
Yep.
Yes, which is a choice of all time.
Yep.
I love the animation so much.
The breakdowns are great.
They are. So, yeah. Yeah, next week we'll do Turnabout Airlines. And tomorrow we'll be going back to
Oh.
Pokemon Legends ZA. What'd you say?
I'm just seeing the out loud, like, hello again, Miss Von Karma.
Yeah,
Yup.
she'll be here. As well as someone else that you might know.
Would it be someone who I have to voice?
I think you did voice this character, yes.
I think so.
I have no
yeah.
idea if I voiced this character.
I believe you have, if it's the character I think it is. But we'll get back to that later.
He does look like a certain mobster.
He does. And yes, there is a case that happens in the courtroom.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, that's next Sunday thing. Tomorrow's Legends ZA, we'll be continuing that. Since I have some time tonight, I'll probably work more on trying to get the next survey thing done.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be at least that. So we can at least have that ready for next week or for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
'Cause otherwise, I'm just gonna probably fall asleep while doing it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully I can get a few new Pokemon in the meantime.
Yep.
But yeah,
Hopefully we can find the Survivor.
Survivor, Zubat, some other ones that I'm missing. We'll find out.
Yep.
Anyways,
Concerned, and I already caught those.
I haven't been able to. I've just found Igglybuff yesterday, so
Mm.
they have been eluding me for some reason.
Yep.
Anyways, have a good night, chat. We'll see y'all later. Hopefully tomorrow.
Bye.
If not, then sometime next week.
Yep.
I believe I have already changed my schedule to show. Let me check. Yes, I have already changed my schedule to show what we will be doing. So we should be okay. I have actually been trying to pay attention to that now. And hopefully next week, Foxy will feel better, so he'll be here too. But anyways, regardless, have a good night, chat. We will see y'all another time.
Night, chat.
Bye.
Bye-bye.